What's up, everybody? Schwo government is back. Okay, today was back day. Let's see. That looks ugly, but okay. Let's see. My back is a hodgepodge for me to flex. How well that looked. Okay, we're back. As you all know, current events. Over the weekend, Trump's launched missiles or dropped them, I guess. The Air Force flew over them. Very decisive. Well, not decisive, very trickery almost, but I don't want to say it was trickery. It was like sneaky. I felt like I was going around the wood show. Trump said 2 weeks, or his press secretary did. Ended up dropping them a couple days later. And so, but it was very well carried out. I mean, in my opinion, from looking at it, analyzing it, from what I've seen and read, very well played out. Very well executed. And so, took out 3 targets, as all know. They were the ones that was holding Iranian's nuclear products or mining them. Don't have all the details on each area. Also, I'm not going to say them because I don't want to chop them up. I know this is different from 50 state stuff I usually talk about, but I felt like this was important. That's right. Today was also back day, Mr. Blocking back. Everybody says they want. Back is known as 2 things, either winged, I also like to call it a shell. Building a back that can show the missiles. Iran shouldn't be afraid of their missiles being struck down by Qatar. They should be afraid of my back blocking them. All jokes aside, though, Iran did retaliate today, try to hit the U.S. military base, Air Force base in Qatar. They failed. Qatar was able to intercept the missiles, took them out. So thankfully and luckily nobody was injured. Very thankful for everybody that serves. I can't say thank you enough. And so I'm very glad that nobody was injured. All jokes aside, may say building it back to block the missiles, but it's very serious. If those missiles were landed, who knows how many people they would have killed. And so I'm very thankful that they didn't. Now all the Middle East are shutting on the airspace. The airspace. And so a lot of flights are being diverted. Countries are coming out saying that they condemned the attack in Qatar. Some have said it's an infringement on their sovereignty and all that kind of stuff. And airlines have been canceling flights nonstop to the Middle East, which is crazy to see. I mean, what the funny thing is? Not funny, but weirdly, is that when was it Afghanistan or Iraq? I think it was Afghanistan. George W. Bush's Secretary of State, before invading the Middle East in 2003, February, they accused the country of having nuclear weapons, and then that March, I believe it was March, they went in and attacked. Or March, and I guess, I don't know the right words to use necessarily, but they went in, and that's how we got involved in the Middle East that time. So is this going to be a repeat? The Iranians having nuclear weapons? Is that how we're going to get it in this time around? Don't know. I can't say. I'm not in the room with the discussions. But so it's going to be very interesting to see how it plays out. I personally think. Me and my mom were talking too. This thing's going to get worse before it gets better. And we just saw that today. When Iran retaliated. personally, I think it's a tough thing to really predict. Is it gonna get better now? I mean, Israel and Iran, I know earlier today they were launching attacks, or I guess later, the time difference, launching attacks, and then they try attacking the U.S. airbase and showed. How is this gonna play out? Nobody knows, but I said it before, it was gonna get worse before it got better. Is that the case? I mean, all depends if Iran comes to the table and that table can be reached. If not, this will get worse. I'm having a discussion, I think it was in college with a professor maybe. The next world war is gonna be fought in the Middle East. And I completely agree with that statement. I mean, Europe had the last two. The Middle East is just like, not power vacuum, but the power there, the structure of the vacuum. I mean, all the complexities going on there is open to the world. I mean, and so I think that this could possibly be the situation that throws it off to make it worse before it gets better. I hope it gets better, but who knows? On a side note, back to today was amazing. I mean, I actually did a little bit of abs, I'm trying to build that muscle. My abs are not that good, so please don't judge me for that. But so, back day, if anybody has tips on how to pose their back better, I'd be completely appreciative of that and open to all the feedback. Cause I'm not that good with posing my back. I can do my chest. Ooh. And there's one guy who's like, can pop his lats out like he's the wings. That's really cool. But like I said, I like the shield look more, like when you can like really like widen it out. Kind of make like the shield, the turtle shell. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Woo! Now on that note, show government. This was about Iran and back day. Till next time. Next time will probably be the governor's hearings. I think I mentioned that before in a previous video. It's 8 hours long. I didn't realize it was that long. So I've been going through all that, taking all my notes. I'm super stoked to be able to bring an in-depth video on the governor's hearing. I may break it up. Don't know how I'm going to necessarily do that. Try to make sure I get all the detail in. But it is so interesting to watch, and it's been really kind of cool. I mean, I've been geeking out over it. Till next time, Swole Government.